Can the Collector even be defeated? And is it not already too late to save anyone when Luz and her friends finally return to the Boiling Isles? Oh, if only there was a way to turn back time and settle things earlier. Alright, this show's about magic. Time travel is a thing. In this video, we are discussing if Luz and the gang can beat all their enemies by traveling through time. To be clear from the very beginning, I'm not talking changing the timelines and history itself. Based on the instance of time travel we've seen so far, it is quite evident that every time traveler's actions in the past have led to the current time, when a time traveler decides to travel back in time. Thus, one cannot simply go back 100 years, do some stuff like killing Belos' parents, then return and their whole world has changed entirely. Though the show has not fully tested the limits of this yet, for example regarding what happens when you meet yourself and provide info concerning the future. What in contrast is definitely possible is to visit the past, gaining information from it and using that info in one's own time to change the future going forth. Anyways, where does the idea that the main characters may go on a road trip through time in Season 3 even come from? Recently, a Season 3 promo poster has been published, depicting the young witches that are currently on Earth visibly changed in appearance. Hunter's got a fresh new cut. Luz and Amity's hair has clearly been growing a bit. In other words, a considerable amount of time has passed and will further pass until the group manages to return to the demon realm. At least a few weeks, if not a couple months. So much can have happened in the demon realm over the course of that period. Remember that the Collector was literally ripping the Isles to shreds when Luz and her friends left. Who knows what the realm looks like right now? How many people have been hurt or even died? Therefore, the notion, if only we could turn back time, will likely be a thought actually passing through the young witches' minds when they return to the demon realm. Now, in addition to the political and economic state of the world right now, consider the fact that the Collector appears to be unbeatable too. For real, he clapped Belos without even trying, and King's father, a real titan, resorted to sealing the Collector away, what implies he was not able to kill him. How is Luz supposed to achieve that feat then? If anyone in the current time could do it, or at least hold their ground against him, that would be King. But he's just a kid, lacking strength and experience. Put shortly, a grand war against the Collector, climaxing with him being defeated for good, will likely not occur. The main group is now left with two choices: hacking dying or sealing the Collector again. The latter sounds more comfortable, to be honest, though the former is by far easier to realize. You might have guessed it, this is time travel's time to shine. As far as we know, there should only be one person that knows how to lock away the Collector in the Moonglass. The dude who did it last time, King's dad. Taking into account how he's probably dead and stuff, going back in time is the only chance to meet him and learn how to deal with the Collector. For the unfortunate reason called experience, we also need to consider the Disney ending, that they can change the Collector instead of getting rid of him. In that case, a trip through time could still be of utmost importance. The Collector's personality and his goals have been manifested during the time when the Titans, especially King's father, were still around. So paying them a visit would mean gaining an understanding of the Collector to such a degree that Luz and King can give him what he desires for him to become peaceful. Although I'm not a big fan of this route, having the Collector turn good would be convenient in the way that he could probably undo any damage he caused earlier. Apart from that, traveling in time would have more cool benefits for the characters as well as from a storytelling perspective. Firstly, King could additionally receive some tips from his dad regarding the Titan powers, so that they can get in a position to face off against the Collector at all, rendering it possible to seal him. Secondly, could there be a more beautiful ending to King's character arc? He would learn what became of his father, become able to accept his death, because at least he's met him once. After feeling his love just this one time and hearing that he's proud of him, he can return to his own time and live with his adopted family. free from the anxiety stemming from insecurity concerning where he's from and who he is. Who knows, maybe King and Luz are the ones who warned the Titan someone will be coming to hunt him, which is why he hid King Zack in the ancient castle at all. Yeah, so that sounds great and all, but how are they even going to find a time pool after returning to the demon realm? Lilith was only able to power the locating device using the last bit of Titan's blood from Amity's glove. Where will they get the energy this time around? Well, as the name suggests, they need blood from a Titan. Provided Luz makes it back to the Isles and can get in contact with King, a teeny tiny donation from his side should suffice to make this project work. Alternatively, should there be complications of any type, meaning King cannot be accessed or his resources are not sufficient, perhaps V's draining spell could be of assistance. Assumably, she'd accompany Luz to the Boiling Isles, and in theory, why shouldn't she be able to gather enough magic power and feed it into the locating device? Oh, and I know you wanna know, how would they reach the right time? Easy, same way as last time, sticking their heads through the pool until the Boiling Isles are gone. That's it, that's the theory. Like and subscribe, or I'll travel back in time and have coffee with your mom.